How would you like to earn an extra $10,000 to $30,000 per month while cutting 5 to 10 hours per week from your schedule in any business environment, especially a pandemic-induced recession like we find ourselves in today? This blueprint has helped over 400 practice owners just like you to generate more income, have happier and more productive employees, and know exactly where their practice is going. I call it the Genius Blueprint, and I've spent countless hours and hundreds of thousands of dollars developing it. Now, recently, with the pandemic, I've totally updated it so the strategies apply amazingly well in the new environment that we live in. When you've got a blueprint for success, all the steps to reaching your end goal are laid out already. And you know the milestones you need to hit to get there. You see, I've worked consistently with practitioners to earn an extra 5 figures a month in their practice. They no longer work 70 hours per week. They have cut their work week to half that and lesser. They do the type of work they enjoy the most. They get to spend time with their families and take vacations. They love their practice and it provides massive value to their clients, which allows them to charge the right fees and work less. Plus, they have a team they can depend on. They consistently deliver five-star services so they can work on their practice, not in it. You see, most CPA firms operate without a blueprint and they're always trying the newest flashy ideas to see if they'll work for their practice. Sometimes getting a little success here and there, sometimes not, but not really ever achieving the level of success they want or deserve. They don't know if the path they're on will lead to the firm and life they desire. They end up taking years or even decades to find the correct path. If they ever do, they'll always be buying new tools, attending this seminar or that, and going back and forth, and starting from square one when the new shiny object does not pan out. Oftentimes, working 70 hours per week, especially during tax season, and spending the majority of their time and energy trying to grow their practice, and having nothing left in the tank when they go home at the end of the day, working with a mediocre team that only works when they're there to when you're there to watch them, and relying on sporadic referrals to keep them afloat. Working harder will not solve your problems. You need to do things differently, especially after the pandemic. Continuing to do business as usual in today's tougher market is a losing game. Without a blueprint, you'll be stuck with trial and error instead of knowing exactly where you're going. Only accounting firms who have a blueprint know how to build a championship team, create a client attraction system that works on autopilot, and gain the freedom to have a rich life outside of work. With that blueprint in place, they can set their milestones accordingly. So they can consistently check and know they're on the right path, hitting their goals quickly and confidently while building the life they want. Hi, my name is Salim Omar. In the past 14 years, I've successfully grown my own practice while I spend most of my time away from it. In addition, at this point, I've coached hundreds of practitioners and helped them to successfully add $10,000 to $50,000 to their monthly revenue. Yes, that's monthly, not yearly. Today, I'm going to share my genius blueprint for creating a high-performing and cohesive work team, consistently getting high-paying clients for your firm and gaining the freedom to work when and how much you'd like. Throughout my journey, I've had to solve a lot of problems that come with growing a CPA practice, either through my own painful trial and error or through investing several $100,000 on mentors, coaches, and exclusive masterminds. I found solutions to the biggest obstacles holding practitioners back today. But the thing is, getting here took way too long. I'm going to share with you how to overcome mistakes and build a championship team that grows your practice even when you're on vacation. Second is simple, proven three-step system so you can plug into your practice right now that consistently attracts new leads and clients like clockwork. Third is how to grow a seven-figure practice using proven automation systems almost no one is talking about. These are the exact same strategies that I've used to grow my firm and helped hundreds of others grow their accounting practice from the low six figures to high six figures, even seven figures. Now, I specialize in working with practitioners, CPAs, enrolled agents who want a consistent source of new high quality clients to keep your practice and cash flow growing. Practice owners who want to offer highly profitable solutions to their clients. Practitioners who don't want tax season to be the only profitable season every year. If this sounds like what you're trying to achieve, then keep watching. Here are some case studies of folks that have achieved amazing results. Roger Menden, he's a CPA. He says he joined the program for better processes, but throughout he determined that his pricing was not where it should be, added $179,681 in new revenues in just 1 year. Danny Fink is a practitioner that's operating out of in the Midwest, West Virginia. In 2018, his revenues were at $320K. In 2019, he went over a little over $500K, $180,000 in revenues in 1 year alone. Best is he reduced his hours during tax season. His profits are up 45%. Greg O'Brien is a CPA based in Boston, joined the program. Within months of starting his practice, he's already meeting his 2020 goals for growth. And he's built systems and procedures, and he's no longer bogged down in the day-to-day stuff that goes on. There's two different types of people. The practitioners, those who try to do it alone and fail. I call them the Lone Rangers. And then you've got the second type is those who seek help and succeed, and I call those the rainmakers. I work with rainmakers and to help them achieve a success, so I work with rainmakers who know that they don't need to reinvent the wheel, who want to get there faster, who want to use a proven system and have guidance from somebody who's actually done it. So now we're going to dive into the good stuff, the Genius Blueprint, and how you can use it in your firm. Building your championship team gives you freedom instead of doing it all yourself. Second is your marketing roadmap, which maximizes your income. So you stop relying on referrals and walk-ins. Your system for automation and scaling, which helps you make a difference for your clients. So you do it one way, the right way, every time for every client. Because it comes down to this: if you don't have a blueprint, you're wasting precious time and money when you could be getting to your goals in the life you deserve much faster. Now I'm going to lay out the Genius Blueprint and show you how to add 5 to 6 figures to your bottom line in the next 12 months and take yourself out of the day-to-day while doing that. So step number one is building your championship team, creating a communication platform. And what you're seeing right there on the screen is a team member that's not engaged, they're disengaged. They are not all in. They're looking at the clock. They're the 9-to-5ers that are collecting a paycheck. And if you want to create a successful lifestyle, high 6-figure, 7-figure practice, you need to build a championship team. This was a Gallup statistic that's shockingly disturbing. Employee engagement, only 13% of employees are engaged, 63% are not engaged, and you've got 24% actively disengaged. So this is the average workforce where you've got 13% of the folks that are engaged. Now, when it comes to building a championship team, you need to have goals. And when it comes to goals, you start off with your long-term goals, what I call BHAG, big, hairy, audacious goal. That's your 10-year goals. And Yogi Berra says it best. If you don't know where you're going, you might end up someplace else. And a lot of practitioners end up someplace else when they don't have a goal. So the BHAGs, big, hairy, audacious goals of some of my coaching members, Danny Fink, I mentioned his name a little earlier. His big, hairy, audacious goal is to build a $4 million revenue practice. In 3 years, he wants to get to 900K. As I say, he's at, in 2019, he hit 500K and he's on his way there. Michael Kempo, he's a practitioner in New Hampshire. His big, hairy, audacious goal is 15 million in 3 years. It's $5 million. Susan Wilco is a practitioner in Colorado Springs. Her big, hairy, audacious goal is 2.2 million in 3 years. She wants to get to 1.4 million. Already, she's over the over the $1 million mark already. Rajiv Juneja, he's a practitioner in Canada, Edmonton. His big, hairy, audacious goal is 3 million. In 3 years, he wants to get to $1 million. And so these are folks that are on their way to hitting their big, hairy, audacious goal. Now, once you've got your big, hairy, audacious goal, you reverse engineer, and from that, you create your strategic objective, which is your 3-year goal. And from that, you create your 1-year goal. And then from that comes the goals for the trimester. I like to think and plan for my practitioners, for my coaching members, in terms of trimesters, 4-month periods. Now, goals is an important aspect or an important thing to do and to have an exercise to go through when it comes to building a championship team. The second thing is having core values. And core values are essentially guiding principles, they're operating principles. And this is core values is examples from my own firm. Treating each client like our most valued guest, a culture that's high-performing, accountable, fun, authentic, empowering. Teamwork makes the dream work. Systems, tools, and technology to work smarter. So this is coming from my firm, and what you want to do is build and create core values from your, within your organization, getting your team involved in that process. Third thing in building a championship team is creating a communication platform by having team meetings. And team meetings help you to live your core values, share progress on goals, bring about accountability, get informed, and then mentor and develop your team. So having a communication platform is imperative to build a championship team. And having that communication platform and meetings can be daily huddles, weekly meetings, monthly team meetings, trimester team meetings, and then annual team meetings. Second thing that we want to talk about is your marketing roadmap. Now, when you've got a marketing roadmap and you've got a system, a client attraction system in place, what that helps you do is that when you don't have one in place, it results in slow or stagnant growth. You put up with quality clients and you've got low profits. Now, when you get this right and you put a client attraction system in place, you're attracting the right clients. Conversion is smooth and you've got clients coming in with the right fee. It's a joy to have those types of clients. So you want to fill up your pipeline with your ideal clients. So the 3 secrets to client attraction, and number 1, you need to differentiate your practice. So differentiate or die. Small businesses are in crisis, a messaging crisis. They all think they sound different, yet in the eyes of potential customers, it all sounds the same. So you want to redesign and reposition your firm differently. And here's a quick example. If you're offering compliance service, incorporate proactive advice. So bundle your services. Instead of offering a la carte services, bundle your services, package your services so that you're providing compliance and you're providing proactive advice. Now, when it comes to the second thing, when it comes to repositioning and redesigning, are you coming to your clients? Is your team coming to your clients from a place of empathy and energy and passion? And the way to find out is record your next client meeting. Have your team members record their next client meeting and see if that's showing through, that's coming through loud and clear. Third thing is service delivery that's responsive, enjoyable, and an experience. and an experience. Objectively review your current service delivery from the client's standpoint to make sure that it's responsive, it's enjoyable, and your clients are getting an experience working with your firm, interacting with your firm. And there's 12 more. And this is, part of what you want to do in terms of redesigning and repositioning your firm. Now, when it comes to client interaction, the second thing you want to pay attention to is content. Dan Kennedy is a mentor of mine for many years. He says you're paid for who you are than what you do. And that is content that's creating authority. It's called authority marketing. So you want to be consistent. You want to create quality and easy to consume content. Stand out with your target market by creating and delivering content that speaks to their human desires, not coming to them with a message that you want to share, but really coming to them from a place of what is going to benefit them, what they want to hear, what are the things that they want to hear. And this type of content can be distributed and brought out in the marketplace in various different formats, a booklet, videos, podcasts, public speaking, and so you can see the list right there. So the third thing you want to do when it comes to attracting clients and the right type of clients at the right fees is you want to showcase your expertise. And one of the best ways to do that is through LinkedIn. It's a platform for you to showcase your expertise, articles, videos, group discussions and answers, make connections and connect via one-on-one messaging, and then get recommendations and give recommendations. One of the best ways to get your expertise out there. Networking, virtual networking, physical networking is another way to meet like-minded folks and to come to them from a place of being an expert, coming to them from a place of being somebody who's got authority, and wanting to help those that are in your local community. All right, so we talked about building a championship team. We talked about client attraction and bringing in the right type of clients and signing them up for the right fees. Third is systems for automation and scaling. How do you, so a practice without systems is chaotic. It is inconsistent. It's unpredictable. It's running inefficiently. There's confusion. Things are not orderly. And on the other hand, when you've got to practice with systems, it's like a well-oiled machine. It's like a very efficient business practice that's running like a well-oiled machine. When things get done when they're supposed to get done, and they're running very efficiently, the team's organized and know exactly what needs to get done, and that. So a practice without systems, it is like a practice on time, having a time bomb in it, because you've got one of your team members leave, it puts the practice in a real jeopardy with clients leaving and feeling very uncomfortable, and who's going to get the work done and so forth. But when you've got a system in place, somebody can come in and take over very fast, very quickly. There's so many different kinds of systems in an accounting firm. You've got the lead conversion system, workflow system, staff management, recruitment, lead gen, and so forth. So how do you, what's the best, fastest, easiest way to do that? To create systems, there are 3 steps to document a procedure. Number 1 is start with the most important ones first, right? Get the most important ones first, things that are going to impact your top line, bottom line, that are causing you stress, aggravation, frustration. Get those. Those are the most important ones. Second is get your team involved. Set their team member goals should revolve around systems and procedures. And number 3 is write the procedure as you do it with street level simplicity, right? So here's an example of, onboarding, how to onboard a client, written in a very systematized, straightforward way. Anyone can follow this to onboard a client. Now, Rebecca is a CPA that learned my system of how to put systems in place and procedures. And she says, and right now she's working 20 hours per week on average and if I never have to reinvent the wheel again, and I know my staff's completing a task in the most efficient way to do it, then that's freedom. You really helped me to see what the overall vision is what she writes on. And she's got deeper relationships with her clients, and she's just having a ball because she's working less, but she's more profitable because she's systematized her practice. Now, when you have all these three things laid out, you're going to have a blueprint that's going to allow you to live. It's going to allow you to create a 7-figure practice and cut your hours in half, just like I did. And the best part is you'll know exactly how you're getting there. So here's more case studies. Talita is a practitioner in the Northeast saying, I added $243,000 in change in new revenues in less than 1 year. Sonu says he had the best tax season he's ever had in 14 years. Keith Hiles, a practitioner in Kansas, says, since joining Salim's programs, we've also seen a revenue increase of $75,000. And this is, folks, in their first year, hitting revenue increases, and the lifetime value of these clients is pretty amazing. It gets into the seven figures. Now, so there you have it. You have to have the right blueprint in place to be able to do this and get these results. And you can do it the hard way, which is like going up to the lock and trying to guess the code. But there are more than 10,000 possible combinations to a 4-digit lock. Well, you can try and crack it yourself, and who knows, maybe you'll find a combination that works in a year or 2 or 3, but most never do. Or you can do it the easy way and just get the code to unlock in it, get the results much faster and easier than that's what I do all day in my own business and for my CPM members and, in their practice. Well, by now you're probably thinking, how can I get the blueprint to build a dream team, a championship team? How can I get this blueprint to attract more high value clients and gain more freedom in my practice? This is perfect for you if you're looking to, employ the best talent so your practice runs perfectly even when you aren't there. Increase your fees, reduce your workload, and have more free time. Attract better quality clients and serve your current clients even better. And automate your systems and processes. Because right now, I'm looking for a few practitioners who want to build their lifestyle practice, where I can help them get these kinds of massive results that I've shared with you. That's why for a limited time, I'd like to work with you in a strategy session to see if you meet the criteria. So I work with practitioners who are looking to grow in 3 ways. Number one is building a predictable stream of high quality clients. Number 2 is building a championship team. Number 3 is they want freedom from the day-to-day work in their practice. Here's how this process works. We will be focused on creating the blueprint roadmap for using the Genius Blueprint. In this strategy session, you'll be speaking with me personally. I'll be helping you identify what you've already got and helping you put together a strategy to dramatically grow your practice by 3, 4, or even 5 times without increasing the amount of time you spend in your practice. Who this is for? Well, this is for practitioners who are already in practice or those who are looking to start their own practice. It's for people who truly value helping others and getting them results above everything else. It's those that are willing to have some skin in the game and understand that they need to invest some money to grow their practice and take it to the next level. Practitioners who want to provide an exceptional service for each and every client, really want to go beyond mediocrity. They're ready to take things to another level. Who is this not for? It's not for people who are not willing to be coached and make real changes to get what they want. People who are stuck in information gathering mode and they're not prepared to take action or get results. Anyone not serious about growing their practice by another 5 or 6 figures in the next 12 months. Now, knowing that we are a good fit is crucial because I like to get all of my practitioners' results and work with them for the long term. And to do that, I need to get them a real ROI. The truth is, there are some people who aren't a good fit. And if that's the case, I'll be 100% upfront with you and suggest somebody else or an alternative. I'm only looking for those who are a good fit and who I'm certain I can get results for. So the first step is to complete an application for a private strategy session. And in this application, it's necessary to determine that I can help you and I'm the best person to help you generate those results, and that you're ready to step up, commit, take action, and do the required work to generate the results. Now, once I receive the applications below, once I receive your application, you will be able to schedule a time with me to conduct your strategy session. This is where we really start working together to figure out what you want and how to make it happen in the fastest time possible and with predictability. And then at the end of the call, one or two things will happen. You'll either be a fit and I'll extend an invitation to work with me as my coach, one of my coaching members, or if it's not a good fit, that's totally okay too. And there's no hard feelings or obligations or anything. Either way, you'll receive an insanely valuable strategy session, and you'll walk away with newfound clarity as to where you are right now and what's holding you back from achieving the results that you want. That, together with the exact next steps necessary to take action and break through your barriers, it will likely be the most valuable time you invest in your practice this year. So go ahead, complete the application now, and we'll see if we're a good fit for doing business together. This opportunity is extremely limited because of the intense one-on-one time needed in order to provide you with the results, and because, as I said before, I only work with practitioners who I know with certainty and conviction, that I can generate them results and a return on their investment. Out of every 10 that apply, I can generally only work with 3 to 4 coaching members at a time. So with that being said, please understand that this window of opportunity won't be available for long. And what I have found is that those who have the ability to make decisions and act quickly are the most likely to get results and most likely to become my best clients, members, and crush it together for years to come. So if you feel like this is right for you, go ahead and apply right now to see if you qualify, and then go ahead and follow the instructions on the next page. This opportunity won't be open for long. I only have a limited time available for these free calls. Apply today before they get filled up. Hey, thanks for watching this, and I hope to see you on the other side.